Hello and welcome back. Sometimes I say short break and it's a lie. It's 50 minutes, but this time I really meant it. It's a 50-second short break. We're back. Game number 2 is starting shortly. We'll be jumping into the draft very soon. But for this second game, I think we've talked ad infinitum to ad nauseum at this point.
Yeah,
about
the
what
panel
Hokori
was
needs to do.
longer than the games, pretty much.
Yeah.
We panelists,
Yeah.
we can talk a lot, but man, Beastcoast, they can also play some good and fast Dota, and it's what happened. So,
And
like, also,
and we're
there-
on.
What-
yeah,
No,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, sir.
No,
No,
you,
you
no, I
first.
insist.
No.
Please.
Yeah, after you, Lacoste.
Be my guest, please. So yeah,
I was just.
What a great bit.
Back
What a
to
great
you.
bit, guys.
so
Lacoste, you want to have your say?
itemization wise, getting Heaven's Halberd on Sven as second
Yep.
item is like what makes the difference, because you kind of ruin, like, even Storm Spirit deals a ton of damage with his right clicks in the team fights. Mostly it's for Templar Assassin, of course, but that Roche fight changed things around, being able to like use the Requiem, fear them away, and they were very patient, like positioning coming out from Chris Luck on the mid lane, hiding behind that one tree where they can't see him. They try to go on him. Storm uses mana. It's like execution wise, Hokori, like, not on the same level as Beastcoast as expected, but I also want to see them get a bit of a different draft, something that's much easier to execute, because a lineup like this requires a lot of good timings. It requires great execution. You can't just say, well, we'll just charge and then relocate. Like, you need to see where your lanes are. You need to see who's missing, like who's showing on the lanes. It's not as easy as people think.
Yeah, and I actually like that you brought up items, because I think it was also cool that the SF. I was talking about how he can go Yules this game because it's really valuable, but he's like, why should I? I don't need to play that style. I just group with my team. What's the best group up item on a Shadow Fiend? Just a quick Dragon Lance early item into a BKB. Boom, and it worked perfectly. Synergizes with Sven. It's just as we keep saying, clear understanding from Beast Coast of how to adjust inside of the game, and yeah, if they even needed to adjust, they did that.
Yeah.
Try
Let's
not
be
to
honest,
lose
this
lanes.
Yeah. If this went longer, though, they would have won too. So it was like because there's a winning no matter what happened at that point, and they just wanted to end the game quickly. We're gonna have a second draft. I mean, honestly, at this point, if they're being outclassed, I wouldn't mind if we saw some other pocket strats by Hokori. Just a real pocket strat, not a bad in mid. I genuinely thought the Alchemist was a good idea. It's just that the final carry of the anti-mage is just bad. I don't understand why they
That
thought
hero's
that was
dead.
the carry.
Like, that hero just period, right? Like, anti-mage is just not a hero. I know that people are theory crafting the Aghanims build and stuff in pubs, but it's just
I've seen
just
that.
not a thing still.
You have to play
And
Dota
it's not
4
as
versus
impactful.
5, pretty much.
Yeah.
And if you
And with
compare,
Alk,
like, yeah, if you compare some of the strats that are being played right now, like compare AM to Io Luna, the timings that you hit with the hero, completely different. You kind of need to play 4 versus 5, and if one of your other lanes loses, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't think, like, you opened up the Roche for the enemy team, possibly, like, so they steamrolling, open up the second Roche, and maybe then AM will be fight ready, which most of the time he is, and he always needs, like, guys, wait, I need one more item.
Whoa. That's a Rubik first two ban. So what are they planning? So that means they like want something with their first pick that's just not, they don't want
That is like the best if Rubik's
It's like
still in the pool.
It's like Jakiro and OD. Those are the two that come in my mind usually.
Yeah.
I would say Weaver, but Weaver's already banned out.
Yeah, he's gone.
Let's see.
Cool.
Let's see what that hero is.
It's like what? Magnus? Okay, we'll go from like the past, right? Like Magnus, Jakiro, Enigma, OD.
Yes, OD.
I mean, those are probably like my big four that we always used to see the Rubik verse.
Sanking's always good.
Sanking, yeah.
Yeah. Mars. No, I mean, Alicia's a great Rubik. Maybe it's a comfort band to a degree. Like, you're just trying to rid them of their best heroes.
You never ban out a Rubik. Like,
nah, it just
I know,
sound
but like,
right.
what's the Mars? What's the Rubik counter to the Mars here? Do you stick him out of the arena? I don't see it.
I mean, not really much of anything. It's like a good Mars, which Whisper is a very good Mars, which is most like him or Chris Luck playing it. They're gonna cover their spear. You're not gonna get spear. Whoa! All right. So we wanted fight. They're gonna fight back this time.
Yeah. It's unorthodox opening though, as Hokori always does, but
It's a lot of
Is
early stuff. Like you can play Dota with 4 and 5 at every single stage of the game. Inks fall on top of Earth Spirit. He rolls in, so they could be very active. Of course, that we are only 2 picks in, but I still want to see some kind of tower damage coming out because these 2 heroes don't provide you with anything. You probably also need to get rid of some of the best Grimstroke pairings, Doom possibly, because that's one way to lose a game. And on the other side, Beastcoast going with Mars and Dark Willow. Standard stuff, I would say. Dark Willow kind of risen in popularity across other regions where you, like, I've seen some Division EU teams, especially Brain, playing it as position 5, which I think is very undervalued considering what she brings to the table.
Also, if you have like a killer Morphling player, I feel like whenever you set up your start like this, it's always like, okay, they're probably going to have to ban Morphling, even if they have overwhelming damage control, etc. You know, this Morph Willow combo is just a thing to be messed with, especially with a Mars to cover you too. It's pretty damn scary, so definitely something Hokori does have to watch out for. Interesting that they ban Quap when they have like Grimstroke and Earth Spirit. They have 2 pretty good heroes at catching, and they still are really worried about the main Chris Luck heroes.
Yeah. Maybe they need to get rid of that Morphling now that you mentioned it. Invoker banned out, which means the Spirit Vessel Carrier. Also, Invoker, I'd say, doesn't have too many bad matchups on the mid lane because he kind of always gets the farm, and people were like, it's always Quasflex pretty much, which means that you want to buy these null talismans, you want to buy Urn. So a lot of early stats, which means that you can last hit. Before, people were like trying to get like possibly an Urn or into Naked Midas. It's something that just doesn't work. I feel like the players got much better at using the mid Quasflex Invoker.
Yeah, agreed. Even though he got nerfed a couple times and then just changed and all that. Yeah, I like this double null build. Oh yeah, he just does well. He's like one of the only heroes when Lina was literally picked every game mid. It's like you have to have Invoker versus Lina or you're gonna lose mid lane. So yeah. But yeah, I like that you bring it up about just, you know, now that Morphling perhaps is even more on the menu for Beastcoast.
These bans, the Phantom Lancer.
Oh, I mean, if they're banning Phantom Lancer, do they want the Morphling?
I think they want the Morph. Yeah, that was my point.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
You can get outside of the arena. They have lockdown, but if not executed properly, Morphling can get out.
The lane is a little annoying at the start. Like Mars and Willow, they do dish out probably one of the highest 2 damage with their level 1 and 2. So the lane is a little annoying for the Morphling, but if he can survive the lane, the game overall can always be good because you can play around this control.
And you even have the OG combo from Morphling they used where like you turn into Earth Spirit as well, and that's actually was pretty successful. Oh, these strats
so
are
that's
fascinating.
mid Earth Spirit.
Mid, okay, yeah.
Or mid Skyrat Mage.
Wait, but why would they reveal
with this team?
it?
Yeah,
like, why would they reveal it right now?
Like what you want to do here is pick something else, and then with your like last pick in the second picking stage, you go for Skyrat Mage. Because right now you gave Beastcoast too much information.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, why would you do it here? Wait for the 4th pick, so then you can at least, you know, you see something else. You see the next. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty scary already for me. I mean, Earth Spirit is tanky, and he's probably going to be that mid hero, as we said. But Grimstroke, Sky, this is like a rebuke, and they're dead. The actual food.
Even
active though,
I'd say like Ember Spirit on the mid lane, something that can abuse these Grimstrokes and Skyrat Mages.
I mean, I see these squishy heroes, 0 armor, like a punch with a tag team. Skyrat's gone, Grimstroke's gone.
Yep. It's... I mean, Beastcoast abuses this. To be honest, though, when Hokori used to do these fancy strats, I like that you mentioned this because they used to actually always pick it on 8th pick. Like, it was actually pretty good. Their drafting theory was really solid before. So they might be choking a bit on drafts as well. Like, they actually might be really nervous here. I think they're losing a lot of confidence. It was the same with the Abaddon. Like, they revealed the Abaddon was mid on a similar idea, and you're like, well, I mean, if you're going to flex this hero mid, which nobody does, you might as well not reveal it until the end. It was odd.
Yeah, the one thing I guess they have is like, right, we have the leash versus the tusk to prevent the snowball saves, but like I'm seeing pretty big concerns of just like how are they gonna kill a lot of these heroes? Like the snowball, if he's not silenced, if he's not rooted, he's gonna be able to save the target that gets initially focused on by the Skywrath.
Oof. I'm assuming that's a carry Bloodseeker, and that's gonna be you just eat this whole game. If our Spirit is mid as
Most
well,
likely.
Rupture destroys him.
Yeah, I think
If
they.
it's a core Earth Spirit, he's screwed now because you just rupture him every team fight.
Yeah.
You also wanted to have something that builds into earlier BKB. I think we've seen
Mm-hmm.
a lot throughout all regions, like mid laner that goes for a first item BKB possibly, like Razor comes to my mind. I think Ember's also okay-ish, especially considering he's playing into all these silences, like Orb of Corrosion into BKB and then go for scaling item, potentially Maelstrom. Could work
Yeah.
out. Every single hero has a silence so far from Hokori, but that doesn't necessarily mean like, yeah, we can't play into this because they have no abilities that go through magic immunity. So once you get to that BKB timing, you should be okay.
And honestly, if they don't connect with the roll and the Inkswell, then they don't have lockdown. So okay, this is a way to set up for that lockdown because I feel like they could have had trouble. Like a Bloodseeker, if like half HP heroes, you're not going to connect with a rolling boulder. You're not going to connect with your Inkswell. So this is a good, a little bit of a fix there for Hokori, and it gives their lineup exactly what Lacoste was talking about. Now they can take objectives. We see Grimmer, Spirit Sky, where like they're never hitting a building. Now at the very least we have a beast, and we have set up for that Sky ulti.
1 second. Knowing it's a Beastcoast, it could also be Mars on the mid lane. They could roll Tusk on the off lane with the Dark Willow and still go for position 5. The Beastcoast lineup's still very open in terms of flexibility, how they can lane it.
That's true.
Definitely. Yeah, it's like you never can really put the Marses. We saw that, of course, from Spirit a lot, but also from Beastcoast. They love Chris Luck loves playing it. So does Whisper. So
Yeah, they even played at 5 on Stinger sometimes. Not the case here, probably, but
Yeah.
they're very flexible. The Bloodseeker, though, we saw a matchup earlier today in EU against the Beastmaster, and it kind of trashes that lane, honestly. The boars die so quickly
Agreed.
for the Bloodseeker.
yeah, you always can free kill the boar. I feel like I see the Beastmasters not even use their boar till they're level 3, the level 2 boar, and then it still just dies anyway, and they get smashed. But either way, the Beastmasters tend to he loses the lane, but then he still does Beastmaster things after some time. He still takes tower, does all that kind of stuff. So
Boring. I still can't believe this hero can only play with one item. Like that's it.
I
if
mean,
if you don't go for Helm, like you're just kind of useless.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, do you want to
Well,
go
it
back
was-
to the Ags days? I'm happy
Well,
with
it's like-
Helm, honestly.
or the Necro days, like what? It was literally build Necro or bust. Like,
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh, I can't build Necro because I'm so poor. I go Blink, and then you're just a Blink Roar. It was like there was 2 builds for the hero before, so rework.
Rework.
Okay, yeah,
Axe.
I'm down.
Rework
All right.
axes again.
Well, I think the one
Yep.
thing that I think is really underlooked, but in high tier games it's not really because it's super powerful, is the Hawkstun. Man, that shard is so broken.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it is so.
Some
good. You don't even
teams are
notice it. You're
using
like,
it.
wait, what?
Some teams are using it as a Bane counter. I know you notice, like, they will pick him to beat Bane in lane, right? And then in the mid game, he's the main Fiend Script canceler because you just put Hawk in
Yeah.
every single time on Bane. It's pretty effective.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Beastcoast flexibility. If we assume they're going for a mid laner, though, what would you guys like to see? What is the kind of pick that you're thinking about Lacoste here?
I've been just thinking about the Spirit Ember because he can buy into BKB. Void Spirit doesn't do it. I would say Queen of Pain. Unfortunately, she's not available. What else is there? Possibly Wind Ranger, I think, comes to my mind. She can also buy, like, second item. You get the Maelstrom, keep disassembling it, buy a BKB, something that Chris Luck plays. I can see it happening here.
I just want any like BKB, just hitter, someone that's just gonna stand there. I mean, even Shadow Fiend doesn't look atrocious. I'll be honest. He just does the same thing back, but give him BKB Shadow Fiend early.
Right. But Shadowfiend might be more vulnerable to a gank, right? Like if First Spirit pushes him under tower and Scarlet Mage comes by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend, the best hero to gank into game. Like this hero. What?
Oh, what?
Whoa!
It's mid Mars.
who-
so, yeah.
It is
You were
the
right,
mid-Mars
Lacoste.
then.
What a prediction. Nice job.
I mean, they had the flexibility to do so. So I think they also wanted to stabilize their safe lane because I don't think they play Dark Willow as a position 5, which in my opinion is very doable. A lot like her toolkit is amazing. You hit level 6, you can just change the whole fight around. You can choose where you want to fight with her abilities, and they go with Chen. Something that I've seen a couple of times. Team Undying in NA ran it twice, I believe. And also one more, can't remember, I'm watching too much Dota. But Chen, like you hit the certain timing with the hero, the mech is always gonna be super powerful. Level 20 where you can take the ancients with the shard, you save money for that, and then you go for one big push. Also, can you take if you have Shard, you can take Beastmaster's Helm of the Overlord, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So the
Oh,
Chen in
wow.
lane also is like devastating
Yeah.
for Beast as well. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is a perfect pick. And also, right, this is Beastcoast, so we also have to always factor in like Chris Luck wants to play like a little bit of different heroes. His wants to play his hero, and then Whisper also wants to play his different. I'm sure he's like, dude, this is a fun Tusk game. Like look at all these squishies, so makes a lot of sense.
Alright,
Okay, Dusa.
Reliable carry this time. Really good match against Bloodseeker, to be honest. But you have to hit the timings. I mean, I would personally say it's a better draft than last time. I don't know if you guys agree. I mean,
I agree.
they have more things.
Wait, it's Tusk mid. They're having too much fun.
Okay.
You guys talked about how great the Tusk is, and I mean, the lane against Earthspirit, it should be good, right? So, I like it.
I don't think I ever seen this lane, but I'd still favor Earth Spirit a bit more. Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. I actually don't know. I've never seen this happen
I've never
in
seen that
professional
matchup.
Dota.
Yeah. Who can spam more? What's the shard cooldown to level 1? It's like 21 or something. It's pretty long cooldown level 1, I think. Kick is lower, so you
Yeah,
because
because he uses tag team, and most of the time you're just gonna kick him so that you don't get the damage from it.
Doesn't
Still
sound bad.
favoring.
Tusk is strong though. He has like high armor and all that too. So I just that looks like I mean, he's just kind of fun. That's what he wanted it for. He doesn't care about the lane.
Right. Predictions, guys. Lacosta, you a Beastco supporter on game 2 as well?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, carry to carry matchup is okay for Medusa. The question is, how did they get there? They also have 2 supports they could just feed completely to Tusk, like one combo, and both of them, not both of them, but one of them dies. So a bit worried about those 2.
Yeah, the support duo is a little awkward for me. Grim Skywrath, I feel like they both kind of do the same thing in most games. Sure, Skywrath doesn't have a stun, but like he's usually like this silence setup with an initiating stun, which I don't know. Their lineup feels a little weird. I don't know. Like they do have these 2 different forms of heroes that go in with the Earthspirit and Beastmasters to start it, but Grim Sky versus all this damage, and yeah, I don't know. I'm worried for them. Like too much physical damage is coming out from Beastcoast.
Okay, let's see if Hokori can pull through. You know, we've seen miracles before. Maybe this is one of them. Or mid Earthspirit. Let's watch it play as we go into game number 2 between Beastcoast and Hokori, and of course the casters will still be Lyrical and Trent.
That's right, Avo. They have not been able to fire us yet, and we are back into the game. Trent, how you doing, sir? You feeling excited about this? You were really stoked for the mid Skywrath, but then instead we got a mid Tusk.
I thought surely there must be some shenanigans coming here. But, I mean, mid-air Spirit's also very fun to watch, so I'm happy either way. I thought maybe they just wanted to try and YOLO their way through with some roars and some kills. But you know what? Support Skywrath, if you get a good start, you can do a lot of the same things as the mid Skywrath, so... and, you know, and this is just what you expect me to come to watch some Dota 2, you know? Smiles, good times, easy Dota.
Lots of smiles. Put an exclamation point on it. As they're going to head on over there and chase out Vitali. He is out and away. So, yeah, a lot of interesting things setting up in this game as Gojurik is going to be chased back and away. And it's going to be 2 for 2 on the bounty runes. Interesting ward place there as well by Hokori to scout some of these rotations and movements we might see.
Isn't it magical, Papa?
Yeah, the river one there. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that quite a bit. I guess because like you're expecting the Willow to sort of be someone who can move a little bit more. So be able to keep your eye on that.
What? In the meantime, I will say that with the change up that we saw at the end there and having it set up to be as C-Smile, he got a ton of damage on the Guts. As did take kick level 1, but I think Guts used his kick to secure range creep, and then that set up for an easy, like, huge amount of damage by the Tusk.
Well, speaking of which,
be careful with.
Stinger also took the range creep down bottom. He just instantly took the persuasion, grabbed the range creep, and he's just fighting him. He's just hitting Vitali. Now Vitali's like, well, I guess I'm Axis, right? You don't want to deal with Chen and his board being stolen, so... Kind of a difficult situation here. He's like, I'm not laning very well here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of those two with like not a ton of time left. You could tell it's actually Stinger taking a lot of damage, just gonna die.
He knew he was dead. He just turned for the right-click debuff with the Blightstone to try and help cut the kill on Misho.
Misho will end up
You know
going
what?
down, though, so it ends up working.
I think if he doesn't right-click, I think Misho lives.
Yeah,
That's pretty sick.
good decision-making. As trading hits up tier top, Gojira keeps the pressure on to Yuma and has a salve going afterwards as well.
The Hokiri Dragon Mask with the cat spray.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. So
Okay.
this is gonna be a weird one to watch here mid. I feel like 2 points in the kick, trying to get that cooldown lower if possible for Guts. But you've just got these two tanky brawlers like walking at each other. And this dude is gonna get out one of the tag teams and some pretty good damage there onto Guts, who's still saving that kick. And yeah, wants to make sure he can get those range creeps.
Yeah, that's really frustrating. 'Cause he doesn't want to like kick him and ruin the lane equilibrium, but he just takes so much damage by allowing him to just bully him like that. And oh, they do eventually get their core kill down bottom. Now grabbing that Beastmaster. So they have the purge creep there. I believe he's hiding underneath Stinger. You can barely see him. He's hobbling around there.
Gardik able to walk outside of those brambles. It was a good spear to start, but they didn't have that follow-up bramble quite on the mark. So no chance for a kill. And a good kickback there by Guts again in the mid lane. But yeah, I guess 6 is probably going to be an interesting one. Ooh. Careful, careful.
Hector.
Not playing the strength core, but still very willing to dole out damage early on here. And see Smile going to go for the pause real quickly as Stinger backs away. Does have that camp blocked out and no sentry at the moment. And I don't think that, yes, Chen doesn't have anything else coming on the courier right now. It's just Hector that's bringing out the Band of Elven skin.
Yeah, he got him, as you can see in this replay, too. He got him like 4 hits with that Blightstone debuff there to help assist with the kill. So very well done, Stinger. You're going to die anyway. Might as well make it worth it. But, I mean, personally, I love watching Chen. I'm really surprised that we don't see this hero more often. I still think he's in a really good spot. I know the whole, like, destruction of the stacking meta kind of hurt him because the main reason he was being picked before was essentially to stack, like, crazy amount of camps at once alongside all the pressure he has. But they found a good situation here versus the Beastmaster to get themselves a solid counter pick to ruin his lane. And also just a hero that's still fine. You know, I also think that it synergizes well the Hand of God with a Bloodseeker, right? Someone who wants to be diving in all the time, and you're trying to find that perfect moment to kill him. Oh, that's so greedy, Stinger. Oh, my God.
Oh, that hurts. And the other thing is, like, Hector is not have that much regen here, so he's kind of in trouble as well. Yeah, he's just going to die. There's no way out after that. So they lose 2. Big win by Hokori.
Dude.
Yeah.
He is a walk of shame all the way back now, too.
He looks out. That hurts. That hurts. That's a painful one right there.
It's magical, Papa.
Vitali's like, yes, double-digit last hits incoming. Can't wait.
I mean, that's a big deal for how badly this thing had gone before. He needs whatever he can get right there. As they actually glyph the wave to deny Hector the spam out of the blood right, and now trying to go on him
And
a little
his
bit as
regen.
well with this Axis build. This is a ton of damage out onto him, although Gojira coming in as well and having Singer in the area. They have another round. They have Mangoes, needs to pop it, tries to throw downtown, not gonna happen. Vitali in some trouble. Oh, he
And now
went
the
in deep for
board,
this
too.
one. Yeah, a slowdown's going to be coming in just a moment. If they can get there in time, needs to get a little bit closer with that boar. Able to walk through the brambles, actually, and Tally out and away. Okay, okay.
Meanwhile, mid lane here, Magnetize being dropped, forcing out the snowball here from C Smile.
Oh, nicely played. Oh, that's interesting. So your launch time can be up to 3 seconds, and Magnetize duration is 6. So you can, if he doesn't reapply it pretty quickly. Oh,
Whoops.
Walrus Punch. Went in a bit too far. Silence is there, misses
man, he's
though,
dead.
and the jump in, trying to find the kill. Oh, man.
Dodo! Swing and a miss on the roll, and he goes down. I do love the immediate punch up under the tower. That must have felt so good.
Yeah. Yeah, very good stuff.
I feel like Silver Edge was made for mid Tusk. Like the new one
Oh,
should
yeah.
be incredible, right? You're building a crit and you have the invis. I feel like you just want to build that and run around and just launch people with a Deso.
I feel like that would be pretty cool. I don't even know if, do you think he needs a Deso to start? Like he could just go like Tread Shadowblade maybe or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be fine. Well, it'd be really nice if someone built a medallion too. I guess you have a Chen, so Chen could probably go medallion.
Uh-oh. Yuma, where you going, buddy? Oh, not opting to go for a spear yet. Whisper saves the mana. Get him next time.
I completely forgot there was a Medusa this game. I have not been looking top. I'm just watching bottom and mid constantly.
I mean, it's a Medusa. Like, it doesn't matter. There's nothing going to happen there. Stinger.
Oh,
Top
hey.
bottom.
That's silence up top, though. Gardic actually almost made a play. If it wasn't for C-Smile being there, he might have lived. Meanwhile, back down bottom, as he said. They are going on Stinger.
Trying to kill him off. And looks like it's going to happen. Hector sort of being bullied back a little bit here. I mean, the Chen is forced this Beastmaster into the Axis build, but it's actually working pretty well with like the amp damage and getting extra hits on it and having El Misho nearby. It's pretty cool.
It's a nice adjustment.
See Smile. Top of Gardic yet again. Tries to get out of there. But getting some vision. Spear is out. Couple more punches. Stop coming top. There's no safe place for you here.
Oh, that tower is going to be converted into some pebbles. Meanwhile, mid, Guts just trying to find a free kill here by lurking around the tower. It looks like it's going to be Gojira.
Oh, that's a TP away. Oh, that one hurts. That's frustrating. Wanted an earn charge. Man, that would have been very nice.
Yet. I thought he might have had it, but...
Meanwhile, Rupture, down bottom. Ally TP's away. You ain't going nowhere. The Mud Golem's nearby. Hurls the boulder from downtown to break the TP.
Well, it's felt like Hokori have been punching back pretty hard this game, but they're still down quite heavily now at 8 minutes. A 3K gold lead right now. All three cores also on top by significant margins, by the way, in net worth.
Guts might be dead. Oh, no, he's got the haste. Never mind. He's going to be fine.
He's zooming. Whisper, though. Oh. Wait,
Run.
what? Did you see that? Yeah, okay. There is huge lag. So he threw the spear. The spear looked like it missed, and then Grimstroke just went flying and was pinned to the wall.
Did Dota implement rollback? Is that what happened here?
Yeah, I think he's been rollbacked.
Well, Gardic gonna end up being taken down there. Yuma tries to walk out. Ooh, good kick back though. Some extra damage out and more lag potentially. They have enough damage here to kill off this Mars. Stick charges afterwards, reapplying magnetized spear afterwards to the wall. Snowball save. Oh, the play. And Whisper, eventually gets brought down, but still a nice save into a kill by C Smile. Takes down that Earth Spirit.
I wish he'd queue something up so I can theorize what his build's going to be here. I'm very excited.
Looks like Vitali's going to die down bottom. Quick and easy jump. And again, showing the power of this Chen. When you get a couple creeps with you, it's scary stuff.
This is like the Beastmaster build when you're like 2K and there's like some guy picks Beastmaster on your team. So I think 1 point in the boar. I bought Arcanes and now I'm gonna rush Blink.
You gotta do what you gotta do, Trent.
It's just a trash looking build, dude.
It's a hard life out here for this Beastmaster right now. Oh no. Roar out afterwards. Snowball pull right on top of that Medusa. Give him the walrus punch. The chase down for that kill. Now Guts moves in. No magnetize though. But they will kill Whisper again. Jira tries to get out. Roll through. Gonna TP out. See you later, nerds. They're gone.
Oh,
no, he's gone.
I don't think so.
Nicely played. Very well done.
Yeah, that's not to say that I even necessarily think Vitali's build is wrong. It's just he's so hard countered this game too by like his normal stuff, right? He can't go Helm. He's just gonna get Chenned. So he's forced into this. And
do you think he's gonna go Ags?
I hope not, but maybe. I mean, I guess after Blink. No, he goes Blink, then he goes Shard. Well then maybe. We'll see.
I would actually be kind of down to see it. It's been a while. The arcanes are so that he can go Aether. That's what's happening here, Trent.
True. You know, got to get those axes even further.
Yeah. Well, 13-7 and a smoke up now. Beastcoast want to try and put them in a headlock and not let go. But a smoke up going from Hokori as well. Everybody converging down to the bottom lane. Yuma.
That mud golem out front. Oh, smoke pops on the creeps.
They see him. Wants to roll in, finds him. Chen caught right at the start, but see Smile there. Oh, the fear just barely clipped. And they
how
bring
is
it
Stinger
down
so good?
1-0. Guts trying to TP out and will manage to.
He held his ult for so long there. I thought he was going to die.
Yeah. That was nice.
No panic. No panic. Easy mech build up here. Meanwhile, we'll just examine things a little bit further. Gojiro's going to back away, though.
Interesting ward.
Free? Gardic?
Gardic. Yep, dead. Maybe going to be another freebie, though. Jira
right,
gets
that's worth-
taken down. They also broke that tree that's nearby it.
Boom.
Well, interesting. Yeah, that ward is going to get some pretty good vision back behind the tier 1. And if anybody runs on over to try and farm those ancients as well. But as Hokori head back out across the map, they've been able to keep this lead fairly constant with the movements that they've been making. And now trying to make another one as...
Oh.
Don't have
They're trying to bait
Magnetize.
C-Smile mid. They want him to use the Blink Dagger on Beastmaster. That's why he's showing himself constantly. They want the Blink Walrus Punch.
Roll in. Tries to go. Snowball save. Very well done. Can they get him out afterwards, though? Whisper throws out the arena. Is going to be able to find the catch onto Vitali. On the other side, Roar comes out, trying to retreat, trying to get away. They've only lost one so far. Guts has fallen. Everybody else from Hokori able to escape. Oh, but the snowball comes in, and that's going to be enough. See Smile taking no prisoners, able to find the spear after the fact. No more mana for poor old Yuma, and they eventually are going to beat her down to death. Big win for Beastcoast again. Oh my god, and I think he's dead too. Oh, Misho, no! Snowball afterwards. He was so ready. Triple kill for C Smile.
That build is so sick, actually, because he has the Blink versus the Roar Sky ulti, and then he also just has it for the offensive potential since, like, you know, they kind of have some aggro stuff going on here between the Mars and the Bloodseeker that he's also set to go for that, so kind of the perfect item. It gives him a little bit of what the Shadow Blade provides, but also a saving mechanism that you don't get otherwise.
I love this. This is really cool. Oh, Whisper. He was so ready. Was that that wasn't just delivered, but damn.
I'm sure you can think where this is going now, though, since he bought Blink, right?
What's that now?
We're going Ags, baby. He's got a Bloodseeker on his team.
Oh, let's see it. You think he's gonna do it?
He's gonna go Ags. I would be willing to stake all my channel points on it. I don't know how many I have, but
jumps in, finds Guts, Snowball dead, leash up. This is their moment. They need something big here. Can they get it though? Hand of God already out, but then the long duration's done. Whisper starting to drop down low. Oh, but the arena gets out in time. He has to dodge this one. Needs to play perfectly, and the blink away, but the Medusa Snake gets out in time, and that's enough. But see Smile able to play cleanup on the Grimstroke afterwards. And then why not? Brings up just a bounty rune, because that's how he does it.
Well, I feel like 6K is pretty good considering what the lead was earlier.
And they keep going for more. Almisha's on the other side, just trying to hide away for his life. Ooh. Where you going, buddy? Yeah, they found him.
Oh, Hector.
Why you gotta do him like that?
Oh.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Oh, no, he bought something. Oh, no. He bought a Mithril Hammer. He smile. Why?
Oh, you know why.
Come on, dude.
What do you think, Deso or BKB? Also, is this the thing?
He should buy BKB, but why isn't he buying eggs?
Is this the thing that always happens with Tusk, where his hand starts glowing like crazy?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen this, but I like it. What do you do? Cancel one punch and it just happens forever? Because that looks awesome.
I'm not sure exactly, but it definitely looks cool. It feels like it's the old Darkseer things.
I wonder if it's just that fist.
Maybe. We got to find out. Do some
It's
research.
probably part of his taunt, because his taunt makes that lighting thing, I think.
Oh, I like it.
He's very glowy.
It's pretty cool. The
He's
Harbinger
like a
of
disco
Death.
ball. Little replay there on Armadou's skill.
Very nicely done. And you can see, it's the call. K1 feeling good about himself. But yeah, that is a quick and easy rundown of that mid tier 1 tower taking top at the same time. Likewise, though, Hokori, they're going to group up together now as 5. You got to hug each other to stay alive. And we'll manage to take that tier 1 bottom.
It's not save your buddy syndrome if you all get initiated on.
Yes.
That is just survival.
See how it works out for him here. The net's down. Rooted. Gardic has to back out of there. El Misho trying to save his buddy. And is maybe going to get punished here. As the Curse Crown comes out, El Misho, nowhere left to go. Whisper's there. Eventually, they're going to kill off that Skywrath. Hector's on the other side of the map. He doesn't care about anything. He was just farming.
He's hunting.
It's like, excuse me, Yuma, did you think these creeps were for you?
He even ruptures them? Like, yo. He actually doesn't have a TP.
Oh no. Oh no. Hector, what have you done? Manta tries to run away. Snowball afterwards pulls him inside. Gets him out. Runs out of there. Oh no. Just when he thought he was out, they managed to bring him back down. Now, the silence. The fear is there. Tries to get the chase down. Ooh, and see Smile right on top. Going for a bigger kill first. Gardic gets in trouble. A little bit of a lag spike yet again. They go for a second round of this. They are almost dead on the Skywrath Mage. El Misho is going to fall there. Meanwhile, though, Dark Willow also died. Yuma been left completely alone just to punch away and Whisper. Getting brought down that much lower is eventually going to die. Oh, good blink out. See Smile close to death there, but he still has the Aegis.
Yeah, it felt like he was waiting a long time for that, but couldn't get a save play. He was kind of lurking on the outside of the fight, hoping to seize an opportunity for a turnaround, but doesn't want to waste the Aegis. Still 2.5 minutes. They're going to and ride out a little bit of this lag, perhaps, get a bit of a reconnect. But I did just see we had the medallion finished up on Chen, so the Walrus Punch is going to be very damaging once this Deso is complete in 2 minutes when his courier returns. I guess, actually, nothing's on the courier at the very least, so he might just run home and grab it here.
Look at that fancy walrus. What a nice lad he is.
He's got great sets.
That's very good.
I need to try him in X Labyrinth.
Ooh, good call.
I'm
Wait,
a
is
big
he here?
Tusk
You can
fan.
do? Oh yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, he is. I heard he's kind of bad though, but I'm gonna try him anyway.
Perfect.
Yeah. How hard can it be?
Well, it certainly can't be harder than this game for Hokori.
No,
as
that is true.
This is looking rather rough. Arctic just gonna get killed in the jungle.
I saw the fastest team to beat the hardest difficulty is now 76 minutes. I think there's only like 5 teams that have done it. It would take more than 76 minutes for Hokori to win this game.
Now, Trent, I would never put forward an imposition against you, but when you said I saw this, did you see that right now? Did you? You didn't tap out, did you? No, of course not.
What? No, it's been up for a while.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Guts is
Was
gonna
it
go
this
down
morning?
again. See, Smile's done so. I'm impressed with you.
I'm hip on the news, dude. You know, I checked the leaderboard this morning. I'm curious what the Void Spirits are building. I was like, oh look, they beat it this morning. There was one team I noticed who it took them like 160. Remember, I told you this earlier.
Okay, that's fair.
You just weren't listening. Oh, wow.
The classic.
Great. We're crumbling here. 19 minutes in.
The
And I
cracks.
just don't even want to be here anymore.
They're fumbling. They're forming. They're all over the place. Much like Yuma, who is trying to hide away here and get some of these free farm for himself and just hiding off in the trees.
This is good.
Oh, no. I mean, it's better
No.
than being mid.
This is oh my god, that's Scan. He's like, are they after me?
Oh, Smile.
Oh, never mind. They're killing all you guys. All right, cool. I'm gonna go
on
with
the
that
edges.
jungle cam now.
Back to farm. Oh, wait a minute. Is there a chance they could do something here? Roll in, Guts. No, we ran inside.
Oh,
Oh,
Juice
that
is
arena.
believing too. She TP'd in. Someone said we're winning, and she TP'd back.
Ugh.
She's
And
like,
that's
"I
the
could've
thing,
had
like-
one more wave.
After you're like committed with that TP, you can't cancel it as Yuma. You have to finish.
It's okay. Ancients were ready, and she's gonna get the stack. This is all completely fine. Gonna get the stack. Kill it. Kill it. Oh no. Oh no. Yes. Nice.
Well
Big
done.
plays.
Very nicely done. All right, 20-minute mark. Where are we looking for items now? Oh my god, Beastmaster has his Ags queued up. Let's go.
It's the only way.
There's no other solution. Muilag DX. Perfect. Servo de la... I probably shouldn't just be speaking out in Spanish, whatever they're saying. I'm gonna be honest.
What's the worst that can happen?
It's true.
Isn't it magical, Papa?
Well, 30 to 12. And it is an 11,000 gold lead, but there's 3.5 minutes till Roche is back up again. I do feel like there's at least some potential for them to hold high ground with a Medusa, and I don't know. It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be very difficult.
Well, they still don't have BKBs, and
Right.
then Lincoln's isn't done yet on the Bloodseekers, so anyone can still die.
It is the Deso, by the way, for Smile. I think we said that. And very quick blink into blow up is possible. 10, 0, and 9 on this Tusk so far. Guy has been slaying it.
He's looking to inspire some people. You know, bring in a few more mid-tusks around the
True.
world. Shining that beacon of light constantly from his little fish fist.
You know, it's funny.
Yes, follow me.
See, Smile's been doing this thing where he's like, you know, dropping the illusion rune and sending 2 off to pretend to be an illusion rune. I don't think it
Yeah.
works when you've got that giant beacon of light.
I wonder if that is what it looks like to them. It probably is.
Yeah. He's ready for a jump. He's like, just don't look at the light on my hand. I'm a perfectly normal. No, jump in. Walrus punch. Roar afterwards, though. And now, oh, big ol'
That
ulti
was
comes down from
everything.
Skyrith. Might be able to be enough for the kill. Smile gets the snowball off, though, in time. Although he's being pulled in so deep. There's no way he gets out of that one. So they find the finish and a buyback off the bat. Oh, good catch there with the spear. Can they chase any more after the fact? Yuma gonna run in, has the ulti. Oh, and the fear comes out just in time, forcing Medusa all the way away. Gojira will die, but I think that's all of Beastcoast, the rest of them away. But still,
Dude, that was a feed.
it's a little wild.
That was a feed. Like, when I said he should buy BKB, that's why. He took 3,000 magical damage.
Yeah.
He was forced to use the mech and the Hand of God on a single unit since they're only initiating really onto the Tusk, so there's like no value in those saves. And they have a no physical damage right now, like at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Like,
It's
do
gonna
you
be
really
a while.
need the Walrus Punch Deso right now? Like, I get it,
No.
it's fun, but if you're gonna go high ground, you should be buying BKB. If you don't want to go
true.
high ground, go Deso. That's fine, but they never should win a high ground without Aegis, without BKB.
Misho trying to put on his fancy footwork, and he had a little ways away, but wasn't able to get all the way out. Yeah, it's true. It's true. They went a little bit nutso there. But that's just sort of the way that it has to go sometimes, Trent.
Yeah, you know, it's a what do you call it? You know, they're just setting their aim. You know, now they kind of have a good idea of what high ground looks like. Next time they'll be better adjusted for it.
It does appear that they are heading that direction again, though. And they do have BKB on Whisper at this point. You got Lincoln's on K1. Really, the only person that can't go in like a mad person is C Smile.
The other the counter that they do have, of course, is the Soulbind as well. Because if you get Soulbind, you can't snowball. So what you do is you Soulbind the target who you're trying to burst, because then he can't be saved.
Good
By
silence.
Tusk.
Misho gets the precast. That's another nice way to do it. Gardic just gets brought down by Whisper. Very quick hit there with the spear for the finish. And tier 3 tower takes about half HP damage. And then the rest of Beastcoast are going to back out. Roche is up now. This could be a nice timing for him. Any other items that we're getting close to for either team? I'm just trying to spam out the waves and get back in position. It looks like Hokori are anticipating that this could be the move. They're moving out together. Ooh, tries to jump on a Whisper, but can't quite get the hit. Weird spear, 4 staff, and away.
Dire are scanning.
They're holding.
They're trying.
All right, let's see.
Scotty is just now completed.
Now we go Rapier, right? Satanic Rapier. Let's go Yuma. Woo woo.
I'd be down. Do they have any evasion, really? I don't think so.
No, very unlikely. I mean, until they buy a halberd and then you don't BKB and then you're worthless. So going
Right.
BKB next. Good choice. You know, that's the path. This is the way. Someone buy me a Vlad's. I'm going Rapier. It's our only hope. BKB. Earth Spirit. Very good. Save.
Whisper tries to get out of there. And good amount of damage on the Gojira. Couldn't quite get the kill. Smile there afterwards. Backs out. Has a pretty decent magnetize. Guts trying to do what he can here. Has another reapplication in a second.
Good roar.
As it goes through onto all of them. Oh, tried to manta dodge, but wasn't quite there on the mark. Another round of the roll, rooted and now caught and now killed.
Fire!
In spite of all the snowballs thrown. There's not enough damage out from the Deuce to really put the punish on him.
They look much more threatening than they actually are.
Yeah.
The Mantas are hitting Hector. His HP's not even moving.
Yeah, that's scary. They're walking towards the pit. These guys are crazy. Walks in, Snowball, not gonna come out, is silenced and is dead. Sometimes you just walk right into him. Hector
you know.
has to back out, but they bought back on Guts. There's a decent opening here for him, and in fact, they want to try and keep the fight going. Guts has to dodge away.
Oh, the
he's in
Centaur stomp!
stomp! No, get him out of there. 4-step afterwards. Guts in trouble, rolls away, and is out. But this is Hector walking around pretty fast right now, and they got vision. Oh, from downtown, almost able to hit, but it was a miss uphill. El Micho, nowhere left to go, is going to die to the rupture in the blood right. So barely able to stay alive right there as Guts on this Earth Spirit. And that would have been a dieback had they killed him.
Still a gold gain for Hokori in the end there, simply because they're so far behind. But yeah, double buyback, one of those, a dieback there on the Grimstroke.
Yeah.
And Earth Spirit narrowly escaping. One would think they'll go Roche. The shards there on the Bloodseeker as well here. Does it work on Ancients? I presume it works on Roche.
I think so, yeah. But I'm unsure.
Seems like it'd be kind of broken if it did, but also it's Bloodseeker, so, you know, he kind of needs a little bit of help these days.
And Trent, I'm just going to say, as they will take down Roche here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Vitaly has to blink out of there. Wait, rolling from Guts, though. Oh, great play by the Dark Willow. Jira able to interrupt that roll-in that was going to come and try and sneak the Aegis. No such luck. Meanwhile, Hector fighting away on the outside of this one. They roll in, they find the Tusk, and he's going to die. A good pickup right there. Rooted afterwards. Oh, and now the fear. Is it going to be enough, though? Hector gets the final touch.
God.
Yuma on the other side. A little stinger. Has to be careful, and they will just get out. Yuma TP's away.
That shard is just so gross versus Medusa, too. Like,
Yeah.
you actually just start laying into her because her HP moves down so slowly that you're just constantly getting this crazy bonus damage into her mana pool.
That is, that's really nice. We just saw also the Beastmaster.
Oh, I guess it's max health anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But still, very good versus Medusa considering how she usually functions.
If you can see Vitaly right there, he has a chip vest on his courier, or had one. He had to do the send back thing. He had to send his courier to pick it up because of the drop.
Oh no, did he?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
The hard life, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are scanned.
Well, in the meantime, where are we going next in terms of the items? Beastmaster does have the point booster. See what he goes for. I think this is going to be an Aghanims.
Yeah.
But there's also a Mithril Hammer on the ground.
Where?
In the rate. Okay, they picked it up for Beastmaster. So he went Mithril Hammer and point booster. Neither of those things finish his item.
Maybe he's gonna. Yeah. He's like, I'll take apart my BKB later, right, guys?
I am not sure. But that's what happens. It's almost got BKB. 30-minute mark right now. And with Aegis in hand, Beastcoast looking to maybe make a move up top if somebody shows. With Gojira nearby, there's a chance that they could do something, but it's a pretty bold look to try and go for that.
Listen, all I'm saying is that Tusk could have had nags, and they wouldn't be in their base, you see. But
Oh.
thankfully, his BKB is done. So most important thing they need right now, I would say, time that with the Aegis being on the Bloodseeker, so then they can both go in very confidently and set up for Whisper to have like the easiest Mars play of his life. He just needs to hang back, get the vision from Bloodseeker and Tusk going in, wait until the Aegis has gone down, and then he just gets a free arena. And if they want to, they can even arena behind the racks and just take the racks. Like, what are Hokori going to do?
Yeah. It's really hard to stop that.
I wouldn't even mind if they just, like, terrorized them and just, like, took their buildings. I feel like this is just a, they're just like, all right, whatever. These guys are just trying to stall at this point.
Oh, and they're so close right now. Vitali is 200 gold away from finishing. As Silence comes out, a lot of damage there onto Hector. Not quite BKB done. El Misho just gets blown up, but the buyback comes out afterwards. Now rolling in, trying to find somebody. Leashed up, they're count onto two of them. Guts backs out, taking a lot of damage from that rupture.
Oh,
As
this
the
is so good for
slope
Beastcoast.
is there, they will not be able to stop it.
They popped that BKB so early on the Earth Spirit. Oh, man, I thought he wanted to go in with the arena after the BKBs are down, but Whisper is just, I guess maybe because C Smile used his BKB, they don't want to fight.
Mm.
Thought it was going to be pretty good.
That makes sense. Well, big pick there. And K1 caught, stunned, pushed back. They got Roar available. Oh, no, they don't. But they're still going to be able to chase Hector down. Dead one time. Can they do it again? They've got roll available with Guts. If he wants to queue it up, goes right on into him. No BKB, still 28 seconds. Wasn't able to get the kickback because of the Lincolns. And C Smile finds Gardic in the backlines. Now turning on Vitali. He doesn't have anywhere left to go, but he's going to pop the BKB, try and turn, and get a little bit of separation from C Smile. El Misho dodging away. These creeps are beating him down to death. Whisper funds the run through, but Yuma's still surviving in all of this, but not for long enough. Oh, K1 Hector, he is godlike. And now the rupture afterwards. Vitali in some trouble, has to hide away from the blood right, wants to go for something, but the spear will stop him in his tracks.
Oh,
push
no,
him
not
down
the
to
base.
death. And they're thinking about even going into it, but don't need to. Yuma bought back, but for what? I don't know if there's anything left in the tank for him right now.
I have some recommendations.
What's that? Dude, look at C Smile. Oh no!
They have all
no,
a particular
God,
key on
gets
their
one
keyboard.
shot. The jump in, he found him. Oh, mid tusk, it's amazing.
1,595 physical damage in a single blow.
Yeah, you're like a carnival barker. That's great.
Well, you know, he can do it all but kick. 'Cause he didn't buy Aghanims and disappointed us all when he had a Bloodseeker on his team, and they were clearly going to win this game.
Listen, I think that the one shot from the punch makes up for it, okay?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I'll give him the one shot.
Yeah.
But kicks would have been hype. Like, Medusa just doesn't want to be out of position. You know, it could have been great.
So C Smile's coming. They know he's coming. Got to be careful. Snowball afterwards. Gonna go for that walrus punch. The fear afterwards. Oh, good force though. Gets him away. Oh
Oh, yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
roll in.
Get him. Meanwhile,
Damn.
Stinger's throwing Hadoukens with the creep. I'm helping.
Arena down, but guess what? There is no way for that fountain to do any damage. Everybody's dying inside. And Guts, just get me out of this game. I don't want to be here anymore. GG's called. And in the end, East Coast will take the series 2-0. Somewhat as expected, I would say, given the two teams that we're seeing here.
Just able to eke out a 35K lead in 34 minutes to pass over that glorious 1,000 GPM lead, that is.
Absolutely. Wonderful stuff from them. Well, I was very impressed. I think that Beast Coast, sometimes there's always that question. They're going to be able to play up the expectations that we've seen from them on the international stage. And at least so far, it appears that they're doing it. So for now, we're going to head on back to the panel, let them talk about and break down all that action. We'll say
whenever, it was a pretty quick ending. They probably weren't ready for it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Trent. My bad.
Well, no, I thought they were ready as well.
Yeah, it's true. I'll say real quickly the one other thing. When you look at the damage numbers at the end of this, Misho actually ended up like matching the Medusa, which to me doesn't feel that great. But at the same time, it speaks to like, who knows? Maybe Skywrath Mage is going to be the new sauce later on. What do you think?
I think it's more like Medusa wasn't allowed to play Dota, and her game is just over. So she's just, scrounging for scraps around the map, hoping to be relevant at some point.
Yeah,
that's
would be
the
nice.
Unfortunate part there,
I think, yeah. Well, and like looking at Beast Coast going forward too. When I'm looking at this team, consistency and like being able to constantly play and not really drop anything is going to be the big thing to watch for. And there were a couple of moments where they like lost their mind and went in deep, but I also feel like we see that like on the international stage too. So it doesn't feel like it's, even when they're diving in past towers and like losing their lives, doesn't feel like outside of their norm necessarily.
No, I mean, you got to practice it somewhere, right? For when you're doing it versus Team Secret as well, you got to do it versus Hokori. So Beast Coast keeping that flair alive here.
True enough.
Sure. Surely they're ready now, right?
I would think so. So for now, we'll see if the panel has been able to rejoin us. Trying to get some word from the moment. But in the meantime, the other thing that we could talk about real quickly, man, how about that almost Aghanim Scepter on the Beastmaster? Can you imagine? That would have held it on for the long haul. This guy, maybe he gets a spell prism later or something else. That's the damage amp, the Aether lens. He's hucking those axes from downtown. We'd still be in the game right now. The panel wouldn't be late. It would have been amazing.
So our next series this evening,
yes,
is going to be Lava versus Thunder Predator. So this one might have been a bit of a wash, but our next series is actually the Revenge series.
Tell me about it.
Lava, because Lava, the current Lava is former Thunder Predator. So they're going up against their own namesake that they carried the mantle for at international lands for the first time in DPC.
And I feel like that's the type of thing too that people might actually I mean, I guess you might not necessarily have like any beef with like the players, although I feel like all Dota players have beef with each other no matter what, to some extent, and particularly like I think that when they're playing on the team that you used to be on, I don't know if do you feel like that's the case at all when like you see Liquid play against like Alliance or like Enigma play
even if it's not beef, there's like at least there's some, I don't know, it's fun because like they know everyone involved, right, from the players to like the org and stuff like that. So I think it's generally a pretty enjoyable thing. So but also not only is it the whole org thing, I would also say that the current Thunder Predator is one of the top contenders in the region as well, much like Lava should be, despite Lava dropping that series earlier on to Apu King of Kings. So Lava really need this win, whereas for Thunder Predator, it's kind of just a like, it would be great because it'll help cement them probably second, honestly, depending on how things go versus Beast Coast and No Ping. So this win is very big for both teams. It's a pretty pivotal match in the DPC right now.
But you don't think that Lava would get like relegated at all? But you think that if they win this, they're potentially going to be able to like contest for that second spot again? You think that's a
they
possibility?
need to win this if they want to contest for second.
Okay, if they want
because,
to,
yeah, despite losing to Apple King of Kings, I still believe this team can 2-0 everyone else in here. Like,
Okay,
even
all right.
it doesn't matter who it is, right? Like, they should be
Yeah.
able to do that, right? They're a good team. But yeah, if they lose this, I mean, yeah, there's a chance they could be relegated. You know, that's Dota. Very unlikely, but you know, they've only won their one series versus SG so far.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's something else to consider is that in a region that can be, I mean, to be honest, like every region is fairly volatile. Like we've been casting a lot of Eastern Europe, and it feels like when we've been seeing, like, you know, VP lose to Hellraisers, for instance, right? And then in this instance, like you kind of have to sort of, you know, cultivate that consistency. And if you're not, then you're going to be in some trouble. But enough of us. You've seen our faces for too long. We're going to head on over to the panel and see some beautiful people as they break down that game.
Why, hello there, beautiful person. I believe we are missing our Evo for a moment, but we're going to take this one away. Yeah, I think this, I don't know, what'd you think about that one? It felt like there was some, you know, fun adaptation attempt from the Beastmaster. Skywrath overall, I feel like he played pretty well, but it looked like they went back to their style that Ava was talking about, right? 4 protect 1. It's a Medusa on his own. Air Spirit
Pretty
like,
much.
completely
Earth
falls
Spirit on
off.
the mid lane. That really felt the influence coming out from him. My man kind of struggled going for that Urn. Second item, BKB. Misusing some of the spells, but Beastmaster, we wanted to see. I was wrong. I said Beastmaster, he needs to go for that helm. Pleasantly surprised in this one, he did not go for it, and he decided to go for Mana Boots into Blank Dagger BKB, and also was thinking about getting the Aghanim Scepter. I guess it comes down to that laning stage when he was playing against Chen, so did not want to get the board to turn that weapon around him. And we have Avo with us. Avo minus turned into Avo plus. Welcome back.
I'm so sorry, guys. I was watching on the stream, if you can believe it. So I was like, oh, the game's still going on. Why are they on panel? Anyway, I was, yeah. We were preparing a special piece of content. We're getting an interview ready as well, guys. So I'm glad that you guys filled for me. But
luckily, you didn't watch the game in Dota TV with 15 minutes delay.
Yes, that would have been much worse, right? At least I took the middle ground there. But yeah, I mean, I was watching very attentively towards the end to see when they would end, because I think you guys probably covered the bases, which is it was just an outclass once again by Beastcoast.
Yep.
Yeah. Is there anything that you'd like for Hokori this game? I want to look at the positives, Fog, though. Is there anything that you were like, wow, okay, compared to game 1, there's an improvement here?
Yeah, there definitely was. I mean, the Skywrath alone himself, I thought he played really well. I think he was super active. He was trying his damnedest to salvage the bottom lane, which he did. I mean, they definitely did some cool stuff down there with like adapting of going 2 points in axes. I think he overkilled it. You know, I think getting like the mana boots and then committing for half an Ags and half a BKB with a blink. I think he kind of killed his own game rather than just going for standard. Even though you're playing versus Chen, I feel like even if you're playing versus that, you can't deviate too much because they didn't get to play like a Beastmaster lineup. I feel like they're never able to actually go for any pushes and plays. So yeah, it was a good adaptation in the beginning and then just overkill.
Yeah, agree. Skyward had a good game, but he was also playing against Tusk with Deso that kind of one-shots you. Same goes for Grimstroke, which we kind of expected, like 2 supports. Skyward played much better than I expected him to. Rest of the team kind of struggling back to 4 protect 1. Not a good thing. And I like how Beastcoast played this aggressive style once again, where they dive in, and also having Chen that uses mech, uses Hand of God, so they can overextend. Even if they put themselves in a tough spot, they can still use Hand of God, potentially get out of the trouble. Standard Beast Coast stuff, a bit of a clowny game, but as expected, you know, Beast Coast just a much better team overall.
Yeah, that's why I'm really excited to get to talk to them as we're setting it up. Hopefully, Chris Luck agreed to an interview, but you know what it is with players. You send them a link, and it's gonna be it's gonna take a while for that to set up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a really small break, because I'm also organizing the interview with them. The issue of your host being also the only Spanish speaker on the stream, and then no, it's not true. Fogged is here too. I lied. I'm so sorry, but. But we're going to take a small break while we set up this interview, and we'll come back as well, not only for the interview, but also for the pregame panel for the next game as we get ready for that. So don't worry, guys. Stay tuned. I'll be right back with Chris Luck here on your screens. And guys, we're here back with Chris Luck, as we're going to be doing a live interview with him, of course. Also, translator for you guys. I'll be asking the question in Spanish and then obviously translating to you with responses in English. Chris, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás, amigo?
¿Qué tal, Abo? ¿Cómo estás, hermano? ¿Qué tal?
Ya veo que ya no llevas camiseta, ¿no? ¿Ya te la has quitado?
Ah, no, es que como yo te expliqué, sabes que yo tengo mucho calor, mi cuerpo es medio raro y ya, bueno,
Ajá.
ahorita estamos en Perú con temporada de verano y, o sea, hace mucho calor acá. Es por eso que
Alright.
paro sin camiseta.
So, currently we're only seeing his face because he's shirtless right now. Because in Peru it's very hot. He's a person that gets hot really
¿qué
easily. Oh, he's
tal?
showing us a bit more. No bajes tanto. It's really hot in Peru right now, and he's enjoying himself. You know, that's how he plays games. It's actually really true. So, it's just that simple. Chris, mi panel. ¿Quieres saludar por todo a Foget? Sé que eres amigo de Foget. Mándale un saludo, Chris.
Hola, Fogue, ¿qué tal? Espero nos vemos
Gracias.
pronto en otro torneo. Es mi causa, mi causa.
Te querían preguntar algunas cosillas, mi panel, ¿de acuerdo? Así que voy a traducir algunas de sus preguntas. Primero,
Dale, dale.
¿cómo fue lo del Tuskar? O sea, ¿cómo fue la idea del Tuskar? ¿Cómo lo jugaste medio? ¿Cómo llegó ese pick a ser tu pick?
Bueno, o sea, la idea era que vaya support, ¿no? Pero tú sabes que a veces siempre
Ujú.
yo le doy la idea a los muchachos de que puedo jugarlo medio, cualquier era, no hay problema. Entonces siempre busco la
Ujú.
comodidad del equipo. Y es por eso
Ujú.
que yo dije, no, el Tuskar está bien porque va a ser una piedra medio, no me va a hacer mucho y puedo matar a los support fácil. Está en que yo juegue el Mars
Ujú.
medio o el Tuskar. Y yo le dije a Whisper o al Pato que cuál es lo que prefiere jugar y él me dijo que el Mars porque arriba va a estar mejor que con Tuskar. Y dije, ya, está bien, yo lo juego. Y por eso salió el Tuskar medio.
So I asked him about the Tusk mid. This is a Lacoste question, by the way. And I asked him about Tusk mid, and he said, "Yeah, you know the Tusker. I always do." He keeps saying, "You know, I always do," but obviously you guys don't know that. But you know, I always do the best for the team. He says, and he says. So we were talking in the draft, and I was like, "Hey guys, like, who wants to play the Tuskar? I can play Tuskar. There's only a stone in the mid lane. I can do perfectly fine." And my team was deciding between Mars and Tuskar, and I was asked Whispers like, "What do you rather play?" And Whispers like, "Well, I'd rather play the Mars." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Give me Tusk. No problem. So they gave him Tusk. That's how the Tusk mid came out, because he was good at killing supports and the lane was pretty easy, and that's what they wanted. Vale, Chris, gran respuesta. Otra pregunta de mi panel también te querían preguntar sobre, ya sé que has hecho un vídeo sobre el tema, pero ¿puedes explicar a la gente en inglés el cambio de C-Smile, el cambio de nombre de Chris Lack a C-Smile?
Oh, bueno, tú ya sabes, tú también sabes de eso, o sea, es como que
Sí.
lo cambié porque me gustó, ¿no? Me gustó que Smile y que sonaba así, Smile sonaba mucho más paja y mucho más alegrón y eso es como que se podría decir que me identifica, ¿no? O sea, estar siempre sonriendo ante cualquier cosa, ¿no? Y es por eso.
¿Es un cambio para ti como jugador o es solo porque te gustó el nombre?
Más que todo me sentí bien al cambiarle ese nick, o no sé, me sentí bien y creo que sí me ayudó en cambiarlo, ¿no? Tal vez, como algunas personas dicen, ¿no? Si Smile es otra persona y Chris Lag es otra persona, ahora dicen como que han cambiado de jugador,
Yeah.
por así decirlo.
Yeah, so I asked him about his new nickname. He's called C-Smile now. We had Chris Lux, so people know who he is, but it's C-Smile now officially. And I was like, well, why'd you call yourself C-Smile? And he says, well, I like to smile a lot. You know, I think smile sounds like a much more happy or a nice little term. And yeah, I thought it was nice. I think it shows my personality more. And so I followed up and asked him, so does this mean you're changing as a player? Is this like a new beginning for you? And he says, yeah, I guess so. Some people make the joke that there's a new person in the team. It was Chris Luck, and now it's C-Smile. And he says that he it felt good when he called himself that. It felt better to call himself that. So it wasn't like a planned change, but it feels better now as C-Smile. Gracias, Chris. Y te quería preguntar también por el tema de los equipos como Hokori. Cuando te preparas para una partida con Hokori, por cierto, o sea, un equipo que no está teniendo la mejor DPC, teniendo 2 derrotas y demás, ¿cómo es la preparación? ¿Os tomáis completamente en serio sea el equipo que sea o hay más relajación contra Hokori, por
Ah,
ejemplo?
Sinceramente, hoy día es como que hemos estado, o sea, siempre hablamos del juego, ¿no? Anteriormente, antes de cada juego, nos sentamos y hablamos y damos nuestras ideas,
Ujú.
¿no? Y luego, en el juego, como que concluimos esas ideas de cada uno que dan, ¿no? Y eso, o sea, no es como que nos preparemos mucho más tiempo o algo así, ¿no? Siempre de cada juego terminamos o bueno, hablamos de las ideas que podemos aplicar en el juego y lo hacemos. Pero obviamente que anteriormente esos se ven algunos replays, ¿no? Para saber mejor.
Mhm. So he says, yeah, honestly, it's kind of the same for most teams. We kind of meet up a little bit before the game. We talk some ideas before the game. Some people, I'm assuming he's referring to Stinger, they meet up sooner and they have they watch some replays and look at some preparation, but mostly we just do it on the actual day, and we just talk ideas rather than having like a lot of prep for a single team. Ahora mismo están en bootcamp ustedes, ¿no, Chris?
Disculpa, no te escuché bien.
Están ustedes en bootcamp ahora mismo, ¿no?
Claro, sí, estamos acá todos acá en la Gaming
Ujú.
House, ¿no? Y ya bueno, acá ahora que se viene un break, cada uno va a ir a sus respectivas casas para ir de nuevo volver, ¿no? A jugar juntos en la Gaming House para el próximo, por así decirlo, el próximo juego.
¿Cómo es la comparación entre jugar en Gaming House y estar en... o
O
sea,
sea,
porque la última temporada
obviamente,
hiciste online.
claro, obviamente que es muy distinto, ¿no? Tú ya lo has vivido, cómo es no estar viviendo o bueno, jugando juntos, ¿no? Todo es diferente, ¿no? Es mucho más alegre,
Ujú.
por así decirlo, ¿no? El ambiente y todo, la comunicación, como que se fluye mejor la comunicación a que estar online porque no sabes muy bien de lo que puede pensar la otra persona o se reserva a veces las cosas que quiere decir, pero también cuando estamos en la gaming house es como que yo hago que todos den sus ideas o a veces todos dicen no vamos a hablar o en pleno almuerzo se ponen a hablar de cosas que tienen
Mm.
ideas y lo dicen, ¿no?
So I asked him about if he's in the gaming house. He's in a boot camp right now, and he is in the boot camp, which again they call the gaming house. And I asked him as well how it compares to last DPC, and he says, well, you know, it's just much better in the gaming house. It's just much better in the boot camp. Ideas flow much freely. He talks about how it's easier to communicate. He says, yeah, you know, sometimes we're just eating and like ideas will flow. I force others to like speak up more because it's much easier. It's much nicer, and it's just kind of fluid in that sense that there's not like the constant stops of doing the online because you live the whole day together. And he says as well that the atmosphere is much nicer, it's much happier. Everyone is having a jollier time, and he likes that obviously, so he thinks bootcamp is much better. Chris, antes de despedirme de ti, amigo, ¿quieres decirle algo al stream en inglés? Algo a tu público americano.
Que muchas gracias, ¿no? Por toda. Thanks for the support. Sí, que sigan apoyando. Y
Ah.
saludo para Fog y para todos los del panel de inglés. Y espero verlos de nuevo en otro torneo.
He says, thanks for the support. Continue supporting us, please. And, well, he said that in English, obviously. And then he says, and hi to the panel, particularly Fogged. Let's see if we can meet each other in another tournament soon. Yo también espero verte en algún otro torneo pronto, Chris. Gracias por la entrevista. Un placer, amigo.
Igualmente,
Y
gracias, Sabo. Un
muchas,
placer hablar contigo
mucha
después de
suerte.
tiempo y espero vernos de nuevo. Chao, chao. Gracias a todos.
Exacto. Cuídate. Adiós, Chris.
Chao, adiós.
All right. So as Chris leaves, we're gonna take us a break before the next match of today. That's gonna be Lava versus Thunder Predator. If you guys are interested, I do recommend. It's literally a grudge match for Lava. Sí, puedes irte tranquilo. Sí, se lo estoy despidiendo.
Gracias.
It's a grudge match for Lava, so I really do recommend it. They're fighting against their old org. It's a must watch. Both teams are actually looking pretty good in level, especially Lava after the last performance. But we're gonna have to see. For now, we'll take a break. There's not a running schedule. It's gonna be a bit longer than usual, and we'll be back with the next best of 3 of today, which is Lava versus Thunder Predator. Take care, and until then.